It's very, very early. Today happens to be my birthday, Simon. But today is very special because we are going to be buying back my first car, which is this little puppy here. The other cool thing about going to buy this car is that it's exactly 25 years to the day since me and Father Baisley picked it up in the first place. So it's we're doing this adventure for the second time, and we're heading up to North Worcestershire, and we're going to go pick up this 1974 mimosa yellow Triumph Spitfire. I just think that Spitfire, I mean, they're designed by a really famous car designer called Michelotti, Giovanni Michelotti. He designed all sorts of Ferraris and Maseratis and beautiful, beautiful cars. This really felt like a very, very different driving experience, which was great fun. I tried about 2 years ago, a colleague of mine and I looked into how you track down a car. And it's not easy. Your DVDA won't just give up details for GDPR reasons, and I thought, what happens if I just Google the number plate? So I got the photograph, typed in the registration, and Google Images read the number plate from a photograph that was actually on Club Triumph's website. So I found out who those guys were, and I looked them up on Facebook. And I worked out that it was actually this nice chap called Matt. He'd driven this car from Land's End to John O'Groats. So she's on the road. When I found that picture of her, it felt a bit like, finding out a long lost relative was still alive. Yeah, she's still running, man. Yes, this is another project actually that Dad helped me with. And we did a full ground up restoration. We'll have to make a little space for her in here. Yeah. Oh, it's cold. I should have a quick slice of toast before. Yeah. Update from Ted. I hope you have a lovely day. Good luck on your new car. Thanks, bud.
There's a yellow card in the back.
What's the time now? It's coming up to 8 o'clock. Right, so then hopefully we'll get back by about 4 o'clock. Let's do it! Let's go! Hello!
Happy birthday!
Thanks, darling. Hey,
Are you with Dad?
Yeah, we're in the car, heading up the M40. So, 25 years to the very day, we are making our way out west. We're going a little bit further north from when we originally bought it, in Stroud. Going up to North Worcestershire, and we're buying back this car. The current owner has got the receipts that show us that we bought it on the 7th of December 1995, and we drove out there one very cold December day, didn't we, Dad? And it was in excellent condition because it had been garaged all its life, and it had one owner from new, and had very low mileage. And we drove back and it was snowing. It was really, really cold. The other thing that I remember about when we arrived, and she showed us the car, showed me that, and she pulled out this massive sheet of furry tiger print, and she said, "Oh my dear, I'm so sorry. I was trying to get round to turning this into some seat covers before you arrived." And I was pissing myself. I was like, "Oh, I'm such a shame. Don't worry, we'll find someone else who can make the tiger print seat covers."
This car ended up in quite a sorry state. It was found somewhere in a garden in London by the current owner then, underneath the tarpaulin, and had really suffered.
I didn't want to buy another Spitfire. It was this car's had to be my original car.
Yeah, that's right.
Otherwise there was no point in me owning it. I'm very lucky that I found it. very lucky that I'm able to buy it.
You know, I've always had this theory that it's not the most expensive car, it's the one that you get the most enjoyment from. You know, I've been lucky enough to have some exotica over the years, but some of my best memories are with pretty fairly humble cars, to be quite honest, you know. I get great pleasure from it, really. And I can't see, I don't know about you guys, but I can't see me generating much interest in something that's got bolted full of batteries, to be quite frank with you. Friends of mine my age, they won't give you a thank you for old cars.
I remember saying to Steve Jai, it's a classic, and he said, classic heap of shit. Hi, is that Matt?
Yeah, speaking.
Matt, Joel here. Well, I was just phoning to let you know that we're about 15 minutes away, if that's all right.
Yeah, no problems at all. Yeah, I'll put the car out. Okay, Joel, we'll see you in a bit.
Cheers, bye.
Take care.
Ah, there she is.
Well, it's been a long time, boy.
I know. Hello, old friend. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
We're safe from the scrapper. How you doing? How you doing? I'll stand out your way. I'll let you.
Saved from the scrapper.
Yes.
Right, how do I do this again?
Difficulty. I tell you, it was a lot easier when you were 20, I could say.
Yeah.
42 today. Happy birthday.
Yeah, this is exactly 25 years to the day, Matt, that we bought this car. We start up well enough, didn't it? Oh, it's so good to be back in this thing. Oh my God, it's so weird. When I first got this car, I wasn't used to the those brakes, and I ended up stoving it into the back of a Montego.
That would probably explain this light kink in the frame chassis down here somewhere, and that would explain it.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah. This is the receipt when we put the deposit down. 200. Oh, actually, it's £100 deposit.
Remember it really well.
On the 3rd of the 12th. 95, and then we came back and bought it on my birthday, and this is the remainder of the balance, £2,900, Triumph Spitfire Mark IV, 97. And I was warned that I'd regret selling that car, and I sort of
didn't say that.
I didn't think I'd be buying it back though. I've told my wife that there's no holiday this year, and she was absolutely fine about it.
Well, anyway, you can't do anything, right?
Yep, that's fine. Yeah.
Register keeper, new keeper. So you sign and date that.
What's the date today? It's the 7th. What's the date today?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Got it?
Thank you.
Lovely,
Very good. It was good meeting you. Thanks
Good to
very
meet
much.
you, and I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. Here we go again on my own. Go on, old girl. 1300 cc's. This is. Woo! God.
How's it feel?
Like a go-kart. It feels great. It feels so good. I mean, it's old friend, isn't it? Saying it's about as much fun as you can have with your clothes on. We're doing a grand total of 68 miles an hour here on the Kidderminster bypass, and it's utterly terrifying. I remember driving this thing back from Hartford Rugby Club once, and there was a very unsettling kind of wobbling motion to the kind of front end, and my buddy was sitting in the passenger seat where you are now, and he got out and leaned out the side while we were driving along, and one of the wheels was just kind of flapping around like this because all of the wheel nuts had kind of come loose. It must have been me that put that wheel on. It's not something that the old man would have done. Yeah, we were this close to flying off the bloody viaduct on the A10, but thankfully, no, I just don't want to alarm you, son.
Thanks for telling me that story, Joe.
Just put the absolute proverbial cherry on top, get into the car. What's amazing that the radio station has tuned into absolute 90s. It couldn't be more perfect. So we've got all of the tunes from 95 to 97 when I was driving this little puppy to and from school and to all those parties.